What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? I have the hiccups. I apologize. But let's see who is here. We've got PC13, Treecko, Vanillix, the Mobile Basher, Allison Salisbury, Jared Sloan, Trainer Green, Antonio Sanchez, Dark Litton, Cinder Clouds, and Squishy Lad Gaming, John the Pichu as well. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I don't know why. The hiccups hit like right before the stream. Yo, Mike F, how's it going? Currently in Alabama, cool. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Trainer Green. I'm doing well. How about you? You know, aside from my hiccups. Hiccups aside, I'm doing well. So E3, I actually didn't see too many of the, sorry guys, my wallet's in my pocket and it's bugging me. I actually didn't see too much of E3. I was busy this weekend with some stuff. I did catch the Bethesda one at the end, but before Bethesda, the thing that caught my eye was Halo Infinite. But like, why stop numbering it now? Like, it's not like it's the last one or anything. They're contracted through 7. So, like, why now? If it's a Chief game, why change the name now? Reach was a different thing. Wars is a completely different thing. Those make sense, but, like, why change, like, the name of the 6th game now? You've made it so far. It's like the time where every developer's just, let's change the name for whatever reason. Hiccups suck. They can be rough. They can be rough, especially when you're trying to talk to a bunch of people. Excited for Nintendo's E3 presentation. It's the one that it's like the only one I'm actually looking forward to. The other one's gonna happen. Sony and Microsoft don't affect me too much at the end of the day because I don't play a lot of those games. Ubisoft I kind of avoid, or I have avoided in the past as a developer, so I haven't really paid attention to that. Bethesda's the only, like, presentation I actually caught live. Yo, OC Squid Girl, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Almost 10,000 Charmanders. If you got $1 for every encounter, you'd almost have $10,000. I wish I had $1 for every Charmander that we'd encountered. That would be crazy. You're able to get your shiny Onix, which is now a Steelix, and you also have a shiny Arceus, wild shiny Golbat, shiny Ponyard, and shiny Poliwhirl, which is a shiny Politoed. It's not confirmed Halo 6. In their press conference, it was confirmed as, like, the next installment in Chief's story. It is, and, like, the trailer itself had Chief in it. Like, they were talking, and, like, it was confirmed. If I am not, like, horribly mistaken. Gen 4 confirmed. Gonna stop Masuda hunting Charmander. Why is that, Trainer Green? Why is that? You been playing too much Pokemon Quest? I haven't played it much. I still haven't played it much in the past, like, week and a half or so. I haven't played my Switch at all. Because, like, I'm not gonna play it at work, obviously, and then, like, I get home and I don't have time or really want to. Ugh. Spatial Palkia, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Julian Pede, welcome as well. These hiccups are getting me. It's something you regret. What was that number on the age? You're gonna random encounter it. Well, dang. Good luck to you there. That's a bit more hardcore. Not giving up. Definitely. That's awesome. Lots, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Nintendo E3 tomorrow, it will be awesome. It will be awesome. I have a feeling. Like, that's honestly the one that, even if they just talk about games that have already been announced, like, that's good with me. Like, legitimately, there's enough games coming to Nintendo consoles right now that, like, they could talk about those. Not even, like, Nintendo games, but just ports to their system, and I'd be happy. Yo, Lila Troid, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Your favorite character, Fox McCloud, joins Starlink. Cool, cool. I think Charmander is gonna shine at 9999. I really hope it doesn't get to that. That's getting too stressful. Have I played Pokémon Tournament DX? I have not. I downloaded the demo, and I never played it at all. Miyamoto showed up at the Ubisoft conference. I saw that. I saw you post a screenshot from it. What's that? What's E3? Basically, it's the Electronic Entertainment Expo, or some combination of those three words. E3. You know, E3. And it's basically where a lot of, like... Oh, man, these hiccups! I've had them all day. I have legitimately had them since I, like, walked into work this morning. They are bad. But, basically a whole bunch of video games and stuff get announced. You see a lot of trailers, you see a lot of games, a lot of demos for people and stuff. And it's just, like, the big time to see a lot of video game news. Yo, Chronicles, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing? So you're liking the retext? Well, hey, I mean, still told him. First coughing, then hiccups. I know, Hannah. I know. It's been a little bit of a time, I guess. Apparently doing a Star Fox collab with Ubisoft. I saw that mentioned, yeah. Feeling like a shiny Suicune today. I hope, because otherwise we hit odds. Like, no matter what, we'll hit odds on it today. If you get a shiny the next 10 encounters, you won't do a thing. Well, alright. I don't know how I'll hold you to that, but I guess I'll try. Does anyone in the chat have Twitter? I mean, I have Twitter. It's linked down below. I don't use it too much. I use it a little bit more recently, but I still don't use it that much. Say that means the insane bad luck that you got. So if the shine's at 9999, at least you're going to say that you got it before 10,000. That is true. That is true. I just wouldn't want to get that close. Granted, we're already pretty much that close. Did I move my stream back 2 hours? I did, Squishy Lad. I did. I started work last week, so like I'm working until 5 o'clock when I would normally start streaming. So like it takes like an hour to get home, and then give myself a little bit of time to get ready and stuff in case like traffic or just chilling for a few minutes and eating dinner or something. So that's why. It's only for the summer though. It'll go back to the like normal schedule in August. Ugh. Get it at 10,001. That'd be mildly unfortunate. Man, Pokemon Let's Go though, probably not gonna buy, but what I mean, I'll probably end up getting it at the very least to stream it. I'm glad that they like confirmed they're not main series games. Like they're not core RPGs or anything. Like it was very good to hear that that's not the direction the series is going in. Honestly, it feels so weird having not stream on the weekends since we're so used to the other schedule. Theoretically, there should be a weekend stream. At least one, possibly. I don't know for sure. The schedule's a little bit more loose. Right now, all I know is Wednesdays aren't stream days. It might become a thing that another weekday isn't. So it might be like 2 weekdays and one like Saturday or Sunday I don't stream, so it'd probably be like 2 weekdays and Sunday that I don't stream or something. Normally with the occasional like flip to like streaming on Sunday because I did something Saturday or whatnot, just because I'm hanging out with friends and stuff more because we're all back in town and stuff. So that's happening, and that's the only reason that like I didn't stream this weekend was I actually like went away and like was out. Like, I had plans all this weekend, so, like, it was a pretty crazy weekend, and there was no way I was going to be able to stream. MLG Waffle, welcome to the stream. If you get the shiny, you'll sub. Well, hopefully we can get the shiny today, at least one of them. Anyone know about the new Spyro games coming out? I don't know anything about it, aside from they're coming out, and I'm excited. What would I do if I saw Frisetta for a shiny? I would be kind of sad. Yo, Melissa, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Looks like Charmander will reach 10k today. Joys of 1 in 81, 92 odds. I know, we are on the verge of 10k. It's looking like it's gonna get there, because it'll definitely happen today if we don't find the shiny here, like, super soon. Honestly, Xbox did really well at E3. I didn't hear anything exciting come out of Xbox. I saw Halo Infinite, but even then, that was, like, really just a... Well, look what the engine can do when we crank it to max on not a Xbox. And even then, like, everything outside of, like, look at how the, like, lighting looks great was still kind of, like, average, I feel. I don't know. It was cool to see more Halo, but after Halo 5, I never played Halo 5 even, and I don't have an Xbox or Windows 10 to play it, so none of the Xbox or Microsoft stuff appealed to me in the fact that I'm not going to be able to play it in the first place. But I didn't see much of the other stuff with it. All I really saw was Halo come out, and no one else really talked about much. So I play Smash Bros. Not too much. Not too much. I'll play with friends and stuff, but I'm terrible at it. Gary, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing today? We almost definitely get more information on Let's Go at the Nintendo conference. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know how much we'll get, because, like, normally, like, it's basically a Nintendo Direct, but it's not, or it is a Nintendo Direct, so it's not like a Pokemon Direct, which is why I would expect more of that kind of thing. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll be a big part of it. If it is, that's cool. That's cool. Hearing more information on it's good, just to kind of figure out where exactly the game stands in terms of all that stuff, but I don't expect it to... There's not really much more to talk about, because it's basically just go... Am I gonna get Black Ops 4? Nah. Nah, I loved Black Ops 2. I actually wasn't a big fan of Black Ops 1. I loved Black Ops 2, and I regret getting 3. It wasn't a fun game for me. I don't have any console to play it on, so I'd be playing it on PC, and I don't know, I just don't like Call of Duty on the PC as much. COD 4 on PC? Fantastic. But, like, I don't know, I couldn't get into Black Ops 3 multiplayer or single player. Like, the single player is, like, the one Call of Duty campaign that I didn't beat in terms of the games I have. Like, normally I play the entire campaign before I, like, go into multiplayer, but I tried that with this one and just, like, immediately said, nah. Or with 3. Yo, Frisk, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You've considered it? Considered what? Oh, new Elder Scrolls game? It's been confirmed to happen, though, and we got, like, that was... I don't know, I know it's controversial and, like, a whole big thing. That is the only thing that I was even mildly, like, excited about that came out after, like, after the whole, like, extra special or very special edition, like, Skyrim joke that actually is available on Alexa, which is kind of funny. But, like, pretty much aside from the joke video at the beginning, the self-awareness at the beginning, and, ooh, fancy, like, you know, nice 36 seconds of hills with Elder Scrolls 6 written on it. Aside from that, I'm not having a lot of the stuff that came out while Todd Howard was on stage. It was just not... It all ended up being, like, just kind of, like, either not interesting to me or, like... I know it ruined my friend's thoughts on Fallout. Yo, Mariah Evans, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How much money do you usually get from streams? Not a lot. And, like, not enough. Like, there's a certain amount of, like, revenue you have to hit through YouTube and Google and stuff before they send revenue to you. And I've hit that once. Like, just to put it in like, those kind of terms. Love the Skyrim joke. It was a great joke, and the fact that it's not actually a joke and you can actually now play it on Alexa is hilarious. You're gonna watch PlayStation's conference? It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I don't know, my one hope from Elder Scrolls 6 is that I can run it above 60 FPS. Like, give me a Bethesda game that doesn't freak out at high FPS for once. Characters open for in Smash. I don't personally have any. I know the question wasn't directed to me, but, like, I don't have any specifics just because, I don't know, I've never gotten that into it. You're good. That's good to hear, Mariah. That's good to hear. 500 hours on Ultra Sun, though. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how many hours I actually have on it, because, like, I guess I can kind of check a little bit of that with like, the system and stuff, because I don't have it in my save this time. They even made a joke that was like, yeah, we know we remastered Skyrim a lot. Yeah! And then, honestly, after having looked at it, sure, it goes by a different name, and now you have a different world. But they essentially just masked, hey, here's Skyrim for your phone. Like, that was one of those things that's just like, why? Why? Like, it's going to kill your battery. It's free to play, which means it's gonna be, like, just not a full-fledged game without microtransactions. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, there wasn't a lot after that joke that really got me excited. In the Pokemon anime, games, manga, etc., who do you think would be my best friend? I don't know. I don't know, because I haven't, like, the anime and manga I have not read or watched. I need to. They're on my list. I honestly want to read the manga more than watch the anime in a way. I don't know. I'm trying to get the Charmander on Island Scan, but you keep getting a Litwick. I mean, is it the right day for it? Don't really speculate Smash stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. Good way to avoid any kind of, like, expectations being way too high, just because that's what the speculation always is. You're always like, well, it's not really a big step to think that X will happen. And then, you know, from there, Y could easily happen. And then eventually, like, realize you, like, walked up an entire flight of stairs and now, like, your expectations are through the roof or whatever. Sunday. Yeah, because you have to do Island Scan on the right day. Wow. Not a huge Smash fan. Just a casual fan who was playing it. I mean, like I'm not even like a casual fan. I have the game and I'll play it if some friends are playing it, but like that's about it. Like not even oh, I'm in the mood to play Smash. Like I'm like never in the mood to play it. It's just like the opportunity has arisen to play it for 20 minutes. And like the last time I played any kind of Smash, I think was like over a year ago at this point. This wants some form of Toad, it doesn't matter which ones. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty fun to play as, but I don't know. Like, it's definitely possible, but I don't know. I don't know why Toads seem weird to have in that. Like, Toad would seem weird to have, even though... Why would it be weird? You know? I'm curious on what Smash Switch will look like. I'm not expecting much more than, like, mildly upgraded Smash 4 graphics. Like, it doesn't take much. And they obviously have to be graphics that'll look good on a tiny 720p screen. Like a small screen with lower resolution. Like... So I don't see the graphics becoming something ridiculous or anything with that game. Especially with most, like, fighter games anyways. Having graphics be way too flashy can be distracting and, like, hurt the game more. Yo, Blizzy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I have, fortunately never had that happen. X-Rider, how's it going? How you doing? I think it'll be Wii U graphics. I'd expect a step up from that, just because it is a next-gen game, but I wouldn't expect anything amazing. Like, I wouldn't expect it to suddenly, you know, make Smash 4 look like it was for the GameCube or something. Like, imagine, like, Galaxy to Odyssey level of a step up, where it's more or less just slightly better models, maybe, and even then the game plays from so far away, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I guess personally I don't really see Smash needing too much of a step up in the future. Granted, we'll look back after the game comes out and probably think like, wow, they really could step it up. But I don't know, just from like my perspective, it wouldn't be too bad for it just to kind of stick with where it is. You're doing well. That's good to hear, X-Rider. Don't think this Shiny Charmander will come. It should come eventually, Gamer Blitz. How are you doing today? Yeah, don't expect a mass upgrade. There really probably won't be. I mean, I guess if that's going to be the case, then yeah, it will be hard to get a Shiny Charmander. If the whole capture just goes out. I don't know why it does this. Why must it do this? So there we go. I really need to look into what's causing this, because it's such a weird problem. There we go. tomorrow for you, but for you, the Nintendo E3 is later today. I don't know why I brought that up. You're just weird. Hey, that's all good. That's all good. I think that's what most of us here are going to be hyped about. Yeah, this is Pokemon stream and stuff, so... Oh, excuse me. Something, like, went back in my throat and made me freak out for a second. I, like, made my cough freak out for a second. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But, like... This is definitely the group of people that's going to be the most hype. Like, this is a group that you would definitely see the most hype for the Nintendo one. I know for a fact I'm way more hyped for the Nintendo one than anything. Honestly, the reason I watched the Bethesda conference last night was to see if the rumors were true about Fallout 76. Then I ended up excited about Rage 2, Doom Eternal, and laughed at the Skyrim joke. And those were like best parts of the Bethesda conference for me. Hoping Odyssey, Mario, and some form of Happy Attack. Huh. I mean, that could be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know. I feel like Cappy would definitely lend itself to a lot of interesting moves. But yeah, that's interesting to see. Luigi Lewis, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're hunting for Castform. Well, good luck. Good luck on that one. I hope you find it soon. Like a complete Mario overhaul in Smash. Like, just like a Odyssey version of it at that point. And I feel like Mario... In every game that Mario's in that isn't, like, just a Mario game, like a pure, like, Odyssey or something. You know, because obviously then he's more than just basic mechanics. But I feel like Mario always ends up being, like, the average kind of basic, here's how you really want to get into it. And, like, you're not really lacking in anything, but you're not really good at anything. Like, the middle-of-the-road character, I feel like he always gets used for that. Just because he's going to be one of the more familiar characters to a lot of people. So I feel like that's why that kind of thing would come in, and he would be like someone that would almost need a new upgrade, but at the same time I can see why he wouldn't get one. Good thing you saved your game before using the island scan. True. True. Yeah, because that's awkward. That's unfortunate too. Like that's like an awful way to have to hunt for it. Like if you want to do it that way, because like you have to. Like you go out there and you're like, alright, well I want to hunt it, but I gotta get it today. Because if I don't get it today, then, you know, suddenly it's just gonna be like a different Pokemon. Gates of Infinity is a great game. What game is that? Luigi's Balloon or Luigi in Smash, just floating around with balloons. That would be pretty great. That would actually be pretty great. I don't know how well it would work, but it would be great to have. What Pokemon would you want to be if you were in the Pokemon universe? It probably wouldn't be the best fit for me to actually be it, but I don't know, I'd want to be a Rowlet. I don't know, I feel like there'd be very many, like, drawbacks from me, but I'd want to be a Rowlet. If I didn't have much time to, like, contemplate all 807 Pokemon, I'd choose Rowlet. Would love a new Dong City stage. That would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would definitely, I feel like, be the best one to use, probably. I don't know, I feel like that one would fit, because, yeah, most of the other kingdoms, I guess, really, even New Donk kind of, like, is a pretty generic, like, city. But you can put a lot more into that one to make it look like, you know, oh, it's a Mario game theme or something than you can with something like a, you know, Cascade Kingdom or Sand Kingdom or whatnot. New Donk City map would be, or like, stage would be pretty cool. You want a Mystery Dungeon stage in Smash? How would that one work? How would that work? Speaking of, sorry, I got like buttons all pressed wrong. Of Pokemon spin-off games, I've been playing Ranger, like a lot of Ranger. I found a used copy of it, and like of OG Ranger as opposed to the Shadows of Almia that I had before, and playing through it, hoping the Manaphy hasn't been taken from it already. Just the Odyssey floating around in different kingdoms. That would probably be like the most likely way for that to happen if it did happen. Because, yeah, you can basically just have a massive Odyssey, so you're fighting along it near the top and, like, the regular level. And then, yeah, you just kind of land at the kingdoms. That would probably be, if they were going to do something other than just New Donk, that would probably be the way they'd have to do it. Love Ranger. It's been good. It's been good. It's been a very quick playthrough. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm well over halfway through it already. So it's been pretty quick. It's been fun. It's been interesting to play a game that, like, uses primarily the bottom screen on a DS. Because, like, the majority of the games I play are Pokemon games, like mainline Pokemon games or, you know, Smash or something. So I never really had a game that, like, utilized the bottom screen constantly for everything. And it's been fun. It's been fun. Alola, what's up, Savitar? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And using the stylus a lot. Yeah, I mean, I have my stylus, so generally I use that for the bottom screen, because otherwise I fat thumb everything no matter what. Lots, I would recommend not continuing that. Like, it's not going to be something, I know what you're going to say, but, like, it's spam. Also recommend Ranger 3. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out. I have Ranger 1 and 2 now, so I have a game to play after Ranger. So I played Fortnite? I have never played Fortnite. Not out of protest or anything, I just don't have hard drive space to download it, and I'm not going to play it on my phone. Don't know if someone already asked this, but what do you think of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? I put a video up about that, but that was, like, before, like, I had really learned everything about the trailer and stuff. So my actual thoughts on it are more along the lines of, the main thing to take away is, I'm happy they aren't main games. Seeing that they're basically like Pokemon Go, but on your TV, I'll probably end up picking up at least a copy of it to play on stream or something, but, like, one of the versions to play on stream or whatever. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun little, like, game to kind of pass the time for a bit. I don't see myself sticking with it for more than the time it takes to beat it, though. Like, I don't see it really having much complexity to leave me around, or to keep me around. Things like proper shiny hunting, or even a way to really get competitive with it, or anything like that. It's pretty much going to be a game that, oh, let's play through Kanto fairly casually and call it a day. Like, that's pretty much what it's going to be, I feel. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it, because, you know, obviously I don't know exactly what the game's going to be. I'm just, like I said, glad that it's not an actual mainline game. One rule for Smash characters is that they have to originate from video games. So, yay, no Goku, but no Batman. Yeah, because everyone always asks for Goku. Like, whenever they're like, oh, can we get a new character? Like, Goku's always in the top. And I totally get it. Popular character. Popular, like, fighting character. So I totally get where that's coming from. But is it originate, or is it like a... Is it like a just they have to be in one at some point? Wonder if Eevee will be able to evolve into all the evolutions. Only the first 3 if evolving at all. Because the game only has the original 151. That has been confirmed. So no Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, or Sylveon. Is Pokemon Let's Go main series game? No. No, it's basically, it links with Go instead of linking with the other games. It's gonna have Go mechanics, like there's not even anything in the menu aside from like load game, save game, and connect to Pokemon Go. You can't battle wild Pokemon, you can only just catch them like you would in Go. You can you can battle some trainers, which is obviously different from Go, but still similar thing of like just NPCs and stuff. So it's not a full-fledged game by any means. It's basically a way to try to draw people who play Pokemon Go but have never touched a main Pokemon game to play a Pokemon video game. And, you know, have them, like, be like, oh, cool, maybe I'll get, like, Gen 8, because, like, the actual first Gen 8 games are coming out next year. Yo, Roxy, welcome to the stream. How are you today? I mean, I could. I haven't seen the movie yet, though. So I'm gonna not. Not that it matters at all, but I feel like I need to see the movie to know how I should say it. There's a new one in the present, I think it'll be... I mean, that's come up as like being mentioned that it'll be a thing. I haven't seen anything confirm it. You can get a Jolteon here, fine then. Yeah, I believe you'll be able to get those. I don't know for sure, but I believe you'll be able to get those. You're good, you drew a Bulbasaur sitting on someone's head. Your fiancé wanted you to draw. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I think the new Pokemon might be a mythical. I mean, Zeraora is. Or maybe a new Evolution. I mean, who knows? Who knows? We're gonna be getting a bunch of new Pokemon when it comes to Gen 8. Maybe not a bunch, but we'll be getting new Pokemon with Gen 8. They've confirmed that. So it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of waiting and seeing. New Pokemon might be a shiny Solgaleo. If only, if only. Dennis Menezes. Sorry, I know I probably mispronounced that last name, but Dennis, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? People can already get a shiny Solgaleo, not legit, but it's possible. But if it's not legit, then I don't want it. What's the best Pokemon game in my opinion? Gen 3 is my favorite gen. Hoenn my favorite region. So any games that involve those are fantastic. But Pokemon Sun has been my favorite Pokemon game of all time in terms of personal enjoyment, just because of the amount of time I put in through shiny hunting and all that. If I were to recommend one that is technically the best Pokemon game, it would be take Sun and act like Sun and Moon didn't happen and give us some. If you're talking about just the most polished, full featured, all that kind of stuff. Still gonna lean back towards Gen 3 or ORAS when it comes to the game I would probably recommend someone try to get into it with, depending on what they're looking for. Why are they sort of rebooting gens for the movies? No, Alola movie. What do you mean by that, Savitar? I mean, they'll continuously bring back, Kanto and stuff. Kanto can never go away. A, because, even Game Freak probably doesn't want it to go away, but, the fans keep begging for it. So, I don't know. There's no Alola movie yet, I would imagine, because they're still in the middle of Alola. The anime is still going strong with that one, and I don't think there's a need for them to, have a movie yet. Don't have a favorite Pokemon game, they're all good in their way. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. And personally, there are ones that I've enjoyed more than others, but, honestly, I feel like that comes down to just my mood when I play them more than anything. Yo, Greg, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Ash, welcome as well. You got Shiny Xerneas, Shiny Tornadus, and Shiny Landorus, and you got all of them today. Nice, Ash. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. Come on, Charmander, get under 10k, please. I know! We are 20 encounters away from 10k. That is insane. That is insane. I don't know how we haven't gotten it yet. This is just crazy. I love the cutscenes when you meet the legendaries and all those, more than Sumo, actually. Fair enough. Fair enough. What's the worst Pokemon game in my opinion? I don't really have a worst. I feel like I can't fully judge them all, seeing as I haven't played them all. I can have a personal favorite, but I don't think I could have a worst. Also because I haven't, disliked any of them. But if we're gonna talk from a, mechanic standpoint, Gen 1. As much as, some people might go up in arms, if we are talking from, a standpoint of how the engine works and how the engine, is coded, Gen 1's by far the worst. And that's understandable. It was their first game and it's gonna be buggy. Especially trying to make that ambitious of a game on that system. It makes sense. I totally get that. I'm not faulting them at all. And, obviously it led to what we have now, but, if we are looking from a purely, technical standpoint, Gen 1 is missing some core features that became, a pinnacle in the other games. Running shoes and such, for one. Gen 2 misses that too, but then, you have the fact that, any move can miss 1 in, 256 times. Stuff like that. Like, you just have a whole bunch of random little bugs. The game-breaking bugs, stuff like that. So from that standpoint, there's that. But, like, if we're just talking pure enjoyment, I don't really have, like, a least favorite. Pollution doesn't evolve. It does not know. Your worst is probably Gen 3, 8.3 out of 10, too much water. As far as mainstream games, probably 3rd gen. Okay. 7.8. Yeah, it was 7.3, wasn't it? That was like the dumbest thing. Like, too much water in a game that's like based around a region made of islands. Especially to like knock it. Oh, 73. 73%. It's annoying considering everything platinum and beat platinum. I still haven't actually beat a Gen 4 game. And from the sound, from like what it seems like, I might be resetting the save that I have going on now. At some point, fairly soon. Gen 1, especially Green, had some weird sprites. Yeah, that's back when like every game had their own individual sprites. And like, if you're gonna look at Green, you're gonna consider like the OG Red and Green. Yeah, no, those games were buggy as crap. 7.8, Gen 4's really overrated. It's just, a lot of the, like, fans now got into it then, so that's what you're gonna see. You know, look 5 years ago and Gen 3 was, like, the undefeatable, undisputed best gen ever. It's just the audience that is still involved with it and stuff. Do I have Pokemon Black? I do have Pokemon Black. I haven't played it a lot yet, though. You like the Pokemon Torchic? It's one of your favorite Pokemon. It's just there. You don't know what to say. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I don't really have any specifics about Rowlet that are my favorite, except it's Rowlet. Come on, how do you not like it? In Gen 1, you had a crab named Krabby. Can't imagine. Gen 1 had a crab named Krabby. Can't imagine what they came up with that. I know, right? Like, such completely original names. No imagination was spared on that game. Charmander will shine at 9,998. Whew, that would be awesome. It's an owl, which is cute. I mean, yeah. Like, that's all that I can say about it. And, like, that's enough. There's Machop, but there's no way to evolve it, and it pains you because you can't get that. Or Geodude. You just passed the first gym, you're annoyed because no one in the Pokemon can learn Rock Smash. When you hunt Ho-Oh, try going to a guaranteed legendary red wormhole with motion controls. I'm not turning motion controls back on. It doesn't work with my capture card because it's hooked up to so many cables. I can't actually move the DS a lot. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to avoid motion controls when it comes to the wormhole stuff. Is this UI good for competitive? I don't actually know, Random Ed. Welcome to the stream, though. I'm not a big competitive guy, so someone in chat will probably definitely know the answer. You'll probably have heard an answer by the time you like hear me talking about it, but I don't personally know. I'm not good with motion controls. I don't know how many people are good with motion controls. I tried them one time and was immediately like, nope, and went and found out how to turn them off. Or was told by you guys how to turn them off and immediately went and did it. Because yeah, like, they're not awful. They kind of make sense if you know what they're doing, but I just can't do it with this system. To be honest, you don't totally love any of the Gen 7 starters. You don't dislike any of them, they just aren't your favorites. Understandable. Understandable. Like Bulbasaur. Alright, I mean, yeah, no, I totally get that. Own opinions and such. Gotta go now. Alright, see you later, Squishy Lad. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Traveled 4,100 light years with motion controls. Nice! Nice. Like, I feel like I could probably get there if, you know, like I said, my 3DS wasn't, like, wired to my desk. This is dry is good when most people prove the mountains. Yeah, interesting. I was unaware of that. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Chronicles. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Bulbasaur's adorable. Most of the, like, base evolution starters are adorable. Like, that's kind of a given most of the time, to be honest. I feel like, isn't that like the case with a lot of starters, Saboteur? Like, I feel like that ends up being the case a lot, is like, the starters just don't have great stats for that kind of stuff, generally, right? You have a new plush Jigglypuff now. Awesome. Mel, welcome to the stream. Charmander at 9999. We're getting so close. We're getting so close. I hope it doesn't come to that. But we're too close at this point. To be honest, all starters are cute. Like, yeah, the starter Pokemon, like, at least base evolution-wise, always tend to be pretty cute. I'm trying to think of one that like, wasn't that way. And honestly, I can't really think of one. I can't think of one that, like, the base starter wasn't cute. Chimchar's your least favorite starter. You just don't like its design. Tepig is cute. Its evolutions very quickly become not. Same kind of thing with Litten. Same kind of thing with most of the, well, honestly, most of the fire starters. But, like, some of them way more than others. Yeah, kind of my feelings on it, Melissa. Can't get past the Cineroar's sausage fingers. I love how everyone is in agreement on this. Of like, oh yeah, Tepig's a cute little Pokemon, but like its evolution's just like it just deceived you the whole time. As a kid, you thought his fingers were like little cannons. Yo, Sans, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're shiny hunting Totodile and Pokemon Crystal? Well, good luck. Good luck. I hope you find it soon. Hope it doesn't take you too long. I don't know if I could handle a crystal hunt myself. At least like a crystal starter hunt. I think that would just be a bit much, I feel. What Pokemon is considered the best shiny? I mean, that's a very subjective question. Everyone's going to have a different answer for you. My favorite, though, is absolutely Milotic. Like, personally, I just love Milotic's shiny. Yo, Daver Boy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? It's been a while. How are you doing? There's no one best shiny, but most of the community loves Shiny Charizard. It's a pretty good one. Wonder how much thought the developers put into the designs? Probably a lot. Maybe not like developers per se, but the art team. The art team definitely, like, that's their job. They put a lot of thought into them and stuff. I got Shiny Xerneas in a Friend Ball, Shiny Tornadus in an Ultra Ball, and Shiny Landers in a Level Ball. Cool. Cool. If only I wasn't so stubborn about the Pokeballs I caught things in, I could actually, like, try to theme the Pokeballs I use around things. Almost 10,000, it's taking a long time. It is taking a crazy long time. Like, this hunt started in, what, August at some point, and we had to take a break from it for a while because of capture card issues, but, like, to be able to come back to it and it still be, like, going on for so long, it's kind of crazy. It is really crazy at this point to think about. 9,990 encounters. You're back. Welcome back, Chronicles. Welcome back. Just in time for us to start getting towards 10,000 encounters on Charmander. This is insane. It's insane. I can't believe it's gone on this long. Like, this is obviously, without a doubt, the longest hunt I've ever done at this point. Favorite kind of chips? Either of the two, like, spicy flavors of Doritos, probably. Especially if I'm being unhealthy. Like, if I'm being extremely unhealthy. When people say that Gen 5 Pokemon had bad designs, are we all forgetting the ball that evolves into an upside-down ball, a mole whose evolution just turns into itself 3 times in a magnet, whose evolution is similar to the mole? I mean, yeah, those happen. Those definitely have a level of nostalgia around them. I think, like, that's a matter of the evolutions more so than, like, the designs and, like, the basis of the designs. Two differently critiqued things. I've always thought that, like, it'd be way, like, how do you make a design and justify, like, oh, it evolved because it leveled up, of it just adding more to it. Like, that obviously is a bit of a thing, but, like, I think it's just, it's a different thing to be, like, focusing on and complaining about between the two, I feel. The critiquing more so between the two. Yo, Jacob Ruby, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? This reminds you of the shiny Rowlet hunt you did for a year. Sure you remember that whole issue. You still haven't got it yet. It was quite long, maybe because it's in Japanese. I mean, that doesn't affect it at all. It shouldn't, at the very least. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's in Japanese. Yeah, no, there's like no effect. People actually asked for a while near the beginning, and like the couple streams I had to do on Twitch, like if it being in Japanese made like had like better odds or something, because you know, and it makes sense to kind of think about that if like you have the pseudo method and that kind of stuff, and all that. Like you have the pseudo method, which you know works better when you have Pokemon from different regions. So maybe a game from a different region in a system is gonna do something, but it doesn't. It's the exact same as if I have something in an English version of the game. Slogaman Taylor, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I totally get that, Frisk. I totally get that. It's not it's Magneton, not 3 Magnemite stuck together. Like, I'm responsible for that laugh. But I mean, yeah, it's totally 3 together. I mean, like, look at something like Metagross line. Like, they literally say that it's basically like combining 2 of them. But like the design actually changes and all that stuff is basically just like formed together. I wish that that's how you like formed them together. I wish that's how it like kept going. But I guess like that does kind of become an issue of how do you decide, you know, which one, like which stats you keep and stuff like that. But at the same time, that'd have been so cool. Does anyone here like Gen 2? I've enjoyed it so far. I haven't beaten it. I'm in Ecritique. I haven't been able to play it much because my capture card's here now, and I'm at work, so I have no way to play it really. But sorry about that. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Only time where the game being in Japanese matters for Shiny was the original Crystal, where the odd egg was 50% Shiny instead of 14. Yeah, and that was just like a version of the game difference. Like the same way that there are more bugs in a Japanese version of Red than in an English version of Red, just because we got Red and Blue based off of Blue, and they got Red and Green and then Blue. What Pokemon representative do you want for Smash 5? I don't have a personal preference. Rowlet. I want a Rowlet. Actual fusion of Pokemon before Black and White 2 is Rumble and Mantine. You have to have both of them. Mantine and Mantine. Yeah, and like I wish there was some more of that, because like you have things like, you know, Slowbro and stuff, or like that's how it evolves, and like that would be super cool. Odds are quite high that Charmander will reach 5 digits. Yeah, unless it shows up in the next 5, which is a little bit unlikely, where we're talking like a 1 in 2,000 chance. But yeah, we're most likely gonna hit a quintuple digits here, which is crazy to think about. Chikorita's pretty cute. I chose Chikorita for my playthrough. You love Totodile with the plush one. Totodile is my second choice. Honestly, though, it's hard though, because like they're all great. Like Cyndaquil's got to be my favorite fire starter, like out of all of them. Who do you guys think is the weakest Pokemon? I don't know. Who would be the weakest Pokemon? 5 more left till 10k. I know. We're right there. We are right there. This is insane. This is legitimately crazy at this point. Sunkern's the weakest, like objectively the weakest. I could definitely see that. I definitely can accept that. Heard that Cynical's actually not the best stat-wise. I mean, probably not, but... No, I mean, just, like, in terms of my preferences of, like, starters and stuff. Because I choose them entirely aesthetically. I have, like, zero interest in their stats. Yeah, I don't care about stats. Exactly, neither do I, so that's kind of what's just, like... It doesn't matter if it's the best out of them or whatnot, I pick them based on stats. Does Charmander hate the color yellow, or is it just... I guess it does. I guess it really does. It's self-conscious about its shiny. Zubat isn't even that bad, but Suncurrent is on a whole new level of bad. I mean, Zubat's just obnoxious because you have to deal with him constantly when you're already frustrated by the cave. Don't care about the stats, what's what stands out to you? Yeah, definitely. Especially on a first playthrough, not many people are really going to know what's going on. Depending on when you get the games and stuff. Until Pimpinite sweeps with Suncurrent successfully, then it's the weakest. Zubat was annoying until you got a shiny one and named her Zelda. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you have a story around a Pokemon, then it adds a whole different feel to it, as opposed to, you know, you obviously have the situations where it's just kind of like, eh. Like, if your only experience with a Pokemon is, like, how obnoxious it is when you're already frustrated with, like, the scenario, then it's not going to be, like, a Pokemon you really like. Never even minded Zubat much. You actually kind of like it. Most people would say that if they screwed up, that he never did. Well, like, that's the thing is, like, it's a good Pokemon to have in a way, and, like, it can be a cool Pokemon. It's not a bad design by any means. It's just, like I said, it's just the fact that it's in caves, because everyone's like, you know, oh, Tentacles rate's worse. Like, it's more obnoxious in water and stuff. But when you're in water, you tend to know what you're doing. When you're in a cave, half the time it's, like, dark and then, like, intentionally misleading you. 9999, indeed! Indeed, it is 9999. So let's get that Suicune soft reset out of the way. And guys, it is official. It is official. Here we go. Here we go. 10,000 Charmanders. We have seen 10,000 Charmanders, guys. This is too much. No, indeed. I know, guys. I know. This is crazy. This is honestly crazier than some of the shinies we've gotten. Like, now I'm gonna have to recenter that number, and that's a whole thing. Like, let's actually find it. Like, that's actually gonna be. That's actually kind of. Let's unlock that. There we go. Let's get this shifted over. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. There we go. There we go. Kind of just sit on this fact for a second here. But yeah. Oof. Oof. The biggest oof. Reap. I'm gonna add a rip emote just because I can. Just because I can. I need to. It has to be added to the conversation here. It's official. Charmander is the longest one on this channel. It's been official for 700 encounters now. But now it is even crazy longer. Maybe it's proof that it's a knockoff. What's proof? I still remember, when you're back at 2 soft resets. That was insanely long ago, but yeah, that was a time. That was a time. There was a time when I started this one up as maybe a, hey, this could even shine before Treecko. You gotta go. Alright, see you later, Chronicles. Glad you could be here for the moment we hit 10,000. The fact that it's taking this long, it's crazy. I also realize that number's not going to be centered here once we get a little ways into this. But that's whatever. What about Treecko? Treecko was at 9,300 encounters that we got it. So that was the longest hunt before this one. Oh yeah, no. And now we just gotta keep trucking. We just gotta keep going now. The difference between your hunt for Alolan and my hunt for Charmander, longer scene commentary in your hunt. People to talk to while you're hunting for this is more fun in general. No, I totally get that. I totally get that, Jacob. Yours has an insane cutscene, so every encounter you do is like so much more work. Suicune at 1,364, Charmander 10,000, 3,000, 13,650, almost 10,000, 3,000. I don't know why I broke numbers up that way. See, this is the problem. We hit 10,000. I never learned how to count this high. Oof. Oof. Definitely better advantage. I mean, in terms of number of encounters I can do per minute and stuff, which is like 1, it's definitely way better. Because, like, think about it. The number of encounters I've done, because I can do about 1 per minute, and you have to do, like, 1 every 3.5 minutes or something ridiculous like that. Like, at a very, like, even saying that the cutscene's 3 minutes long, and giving it more of an advantage, you're still at only, like, you're still not at odds yet. Like, you're still not at odds yet at lowered odds. Like, that's just how much different these two hunts are. You're back yet to eat dinner? Well, welcome back, Trainer Green. How are you doing? Just realize how hard it is to catch a magnetic, kind of. How's that? How is that? Charmander shine, please. I know. Please. Charmander just wants to be a purple Charizard again. And hates the black color. Like, he's like, no, I want to be a Gen 2 one. He's upset that they changed his shiny. Even though, like, his new one looks so much better. It's not just an inverted Dragonite anymore. Maybe this is secretly a Charmeleon. Just being a T. Yo, Draco8, welcome to the stream. It's been 84 years. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Oh my gosh. Guys, this is just such a crazy number to have on the screen right now. Think about it. This means that we have, like, seen this screen 10,003 times now. Like, holy crap. Just thinking of, like, the number itself being that high is whatever, but thinking that we've sat through all of these things that many times is what's really crazy. Not much if you want the Gen 2 in the first Charmander to get a shiny, that'll be an irony at its finest. That would be interesting to say the least. Like, if in my Crystal game I just randomly get a shiny Charmander, or like I do more hunts for it later and just get them almost instantly. It's called dedication. It is definitely dedication, and we are not giving up on this. Unfortunately, no matter how long it delays getting back to that shiny badge quest that I really want to get back into. We are gonna get this, dang it. That would be hilarious, Roxy. I would approve of the game trolling me for that long, just for that. But if we get it like at 7,000, like 70,000 or something, then it'd be really frustrating. Or if we got it at like 80,000 and 84, like if it just barely offset it, that would be upsetting. I have to go instantly after the stream. Got the PlayStation conference to watch. I get that. I get that. I pushed that button more than 10,000 times. I pushed that button like 20 times per encounter, just spamming it. Like, I've definitely worn down the lifetime on this controller. Let's push this to 100,000, please, no. Oh boy. Nah. We gotta set a new, like, world record for most encounters done with a shiny hunt. It's been 3,000 years, Mr. AZ holding a shiny Charmander. Just... And to all these people in the game, this is like the first time that it's happened. You know, to Oak and to our rival. Like, this is just the normal thing that's going on. They're just like stuck in a time loop at this point. This is a world record for a shiny hunt. Isn't it like 200,000 something? It was for like a Natu. Found so many other shinies along the way because it was just random encounters in Gen 3, but like, it took forever. We'd all be dead at that point. I don't think it would take that much. But seriously, if it did go like 100,000, man, that would actually be like 90 years at the current rate. Granted, We have sped it up quite a bit. That's still insane. It's like extremely bad deja vu at this point for them. Like by the time we actually get our shiny, there will be entirely new legendary Pokemon here. The truck will have rusted away and you will have flown off into the night. 475,373 was a Sudowoodo. That's not worth it. I mean, ultimately, when you get it, I guess it's worth it, but like, oh my gosh. Or you make this hunt get passed down to your children, and it's possible for it to be a 3,000-year hunt. It will be like the family tradition. It's like your great-great-great-grandfather got out a video game that was already old for him, and has been played it his whole life, and has had all of his children play it for their whole lives. But the thing is, you're not even actually playing. You're just starting it on. You're just turning it on over and over and over again. You've been standing here for over a year, Red. What are you doing? Keep just opening the Pokeball over and over again is not gonna make it shiny. Oh, that would be awful. They could have tried a better odds game for a bit. Yeah. They could have. But I mean, I feel like once you get to a certain point, it's a whole other ballgame. It's just like, making it easier in any way is almost like giving up at that point. Like, at that point, it's accepting that something's beating you down. I wonder what the number would be at that point. I mean, the fact that we've gotten through over 10,000 in a year and we haven't even tried, or in less than a year, and we didn't play it for a good while. Like, from like November to April, we did not touch this. So it's really only been like 5 months or so. It's like, that would be a whole heck of a lot of encounters. We could hit 1 million if we went on like long enough for that to be a thing. Red isn't shiny. Nope. Let's check again. Just closes the Pokeball, like closes his eyes for a second, and then opens it back up. And that's what it is, over and over and over again. Only other people jinx you. Well, maybe today's the day it starts. Who knows? Hey guys, we're only at 10 encounters on Charmander. Haha. Dumb computer joke. I don't know. I feel like I had to take the chance, no matter how dumb it was. Oh, he's just standing with a look of concern on his face. At this point, like, the next round of 10-year-olds are lining up ready to get their Pokemon, and you're just like, hold on. I don't know what this one's doing, but he's been like, you know, he's been doing this for a year now. They have yet to start their actual Pokemon journey. Huh, you're funny. I try. Speaking of getting ignored, it's not ignored. I am paying attention to it. I've got the audio going, at the very least. No, but it was definitely a big moment for Charmander right there. Like, there's no, like, way around that one. Why don't you buy the English release of Leafgreen just in case of bootleg? Because I am trying to find it places, and this is... I definitely trust the seller I got this from. Seeing as it's, like, complete in box with all the manuals and stuff, I'm gonna say this wasn't a bootleg. And, like, everything kind of matches, so... I'm gonna go with this one's an A-OK game. GameStop, you're not gonna find these at GameStop anymore. GameStop doesn't have anything older than like DS. Wait a minute, Red's still getting his Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Everyone's waiting for me. Like, look, there's like 2 kids here, and one's really struggling to decide. Soon finds out the game was hacked. They're all shiny locked. That would be sad. That would be really sad. If that somehow was a thing. Imagine. That would be awful, and there's not really a way to test it. Like, the only thing you can do is, like, prove that it's not shiny locked by, like, finding a shiny. So you're not gonna, like, find one... Like, you can never prove that you weren't just extremely unlucky. Unless you, like, tear the game apart. Most probably, like, smell you later, Red, and he beats the lead, and Red's still sitting, and no slab checking. Nah, Blue's still waiting around. Blue still wants to, like, prove that his starter's better than ours. If this was in the real world, someone would just say, just paint the lizard for God's sake and put glitter on it. At this point, like, what are you even doing? I got 10,000. I did, Hannah. I did. We hit 10,000. It was crazy. It was crazy. I honestly, at the start of that hunt, never expected it to get there. It was just like, hurry up. Hurry up. The Enigma presses on. We do. We're trying. If you saw a Charmander to reset your whole life, it's just to see if it was a different color. Just keep reliving like the first 10 years of your life over and over and over again until you finally get it. Until you finally get one. I don't care if it's shiny. Hurry up! It's like, hold on a minute. I've been holding on for like millions of minutes at this point. Yo, Stream Egg Raid. We're getting raided, guys. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the stream. Stream Egg raid hype. What is up? What is up, raiders? Stream Egg, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? My chair is stuck in the carpet. But welcome, raiders, to the stream. How are you guys doing today? And Stream Egg, what is up, man? Thank you for the raid, dude. I do appreciate it greatly. How was your stream, man? How was the stream? I remember. Of course, I remember you, Lana-chan. Of course, I remember you. How are you doing? Carton of Milk, Hank, Wolfman, Stegosaurus, welcome to the stream, guys. As well as anyone else I do not see, it's already way off camera. But how are you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing? You're no stranger? Not at all, not at all. Keith, Kogane, welcome to the stream. Awesome, just no shiny. Well, hopefully you get it soon, man. Hopefully you get it soon. You see a raid message. I did not quite notice it, but welcome to the stream, Pumpkin. How are you doing today? You're raiding someone you watch. That happens. That happens. I've had that happen before. Or like, yeah, just like, cause it's such a tight knit community that it's really cool. Like, yeah, you end up seeing familiar faces a good bit. You're good. That's good to hear, Stegosaurus. 10k hype, I know. As much as I would have loved to get it before 10k, it is really crazy to think that, like, we've gone through the motions 10,000 times now. Kajito, what is up? Welcome to the stream, coming in with that raid. How are you guys? How are you doing? It's another 10,000 encounters. It's another year, please, come on. Raid made your heart jump. It was exciting. It's always exciting to see a raid come in. It's always awesome talking to you guys. Alfredo Padilla, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Still a sponsor? He is. He is. Last time I checked, both Kaji and Alice were still sponsors. A big raid tonight. Indeed, indeed. It is very much appreciated. Again, thank you so much to StreamEgg and to everyone that came along with him in the raid. I do appreciate it. If you like the stream, give it a like. If you want to see more of them, feel free to subscribe. It would also be appreciated. Gonna watch the Fall Swipe Gaming thing. Good channel. Alright, we'll see you later, Dr. Glowstone. See you later. Is it just you? It's just you what? Sharing the love for Pokemon? Exactly, exactly. And we all love to be out here doing this stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I like Pokemon a bit too much, so I was like, hey, may as well at least, like, you know, spread it around, spread the excitement and stuff. What's the rate for that Pokemon? For Charmander, it's 1 in 8,192. Like, it's the pre-Gen 6 odds and, like, true full odds. I would love for it to not be the case that's what it is, but full odds hunts can be fun. They can be fun. Rarely do you ever have 10,000 encounters on something. Made a new strat with a Spinda with skill swap and contrary win almost every time. That's pretty cool. How does it work? Would like the current shiny Charizard a lot better if the flames turn black as well. Like some dark flames on it. That could be cool. That could be cool. It's pretty crazy out there, yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's nice that they lowered the odds in Gen 6 for base as well as giving us all the methods to hunt, because, you know, you see situations like the Charmander, but like I said, it ends up making it way more satisfying when you actually do find it, because, like, 10,000 plus encounters, how, like, the excitement builds, the anticipation always builds. 1 in 4096 is also a truthful odds. It's sort of defend you like that. No, it definitely is. It definitely is, because I mean, like, you can't say that, like, it's not full odds, because there's not a way for it to be, like, worse odds. Unless, like, you close your eyes every other encounter and, like, don't listen for the sparkle sound or anything. Like, unless you actively make it harder on yourself, there's no way for it to really be worse odds. Like, the game just, that's how the game is now. But yeah, so that's just the whole thing. Finally decided to get your Zygarde. Still need to get him and the Evil Xerneas. On your other 3 games, I'm just too lazy to find him. No, I still haven't input, like, half the cards I have. I put them in on 2 games. One of them, like, you see the message for me to collect it on here, and I just haven't taken the chance to, like, do the other ones. I've been working, like, the past, like, last week I was working, this weekend was a weekend. I have stories from this weekend. I have stories from this weekend that I have forgotten to tell. But, so I can tell those in a little bit. But, like, so I was preoccupied this whole weekend with a bunch of different things, and, yeah, then today, when I had free time, I played Ranger. When a Charmander ends up being a 50,000 hunt, I would not like that, but, I mean, if it happens, that's, like, an intense hunt. That would solidify me as the dude who hunted for Shiny Charmander. Yo, Armani, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm removing the message, but that's just because, try to keep it PG, profanity-wise and stuff. It's all good, seeing as you're new. That's fine. How am I? I'm doing well, Brandon. I'm doing well. How about you? Just hashed a shiny female timid Popplio and Ultra Sun while eating Mountain Mike's pizza with your program this morning. Well, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Chanel Torres, sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Tell the stories. I will once I get through catching up on comments. We still need to get a shiny Hazelf. We're at 38 out of 5 resets. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you guys get that one soon. I need to get up to that. But like Suicune and Ho-Oh stand in the way of the generation I am most excited to hunt for. Want to hear the stories? There's only really two, and one of them's not so much a story as it is like that thing I posted on Twitter the other day. Saturday morning was interesting. I was going to meet up with Mel, and it's a pretty long drive, and like I made it not even a mile from my house before my car just decided that it did not want to go anywhere. And decided to blow a spark plug out of the engine and strip all of the threads in the head to hold it in and stuff. So, basically, for people who aren't really big into cars and stuff, my engine broke-ish. It still ran, but it did not run well. It was shaking like crazy because, like, there's 8 cylinders and only 7 of them were running, so it was like, it wasn't making power an eighth of the time, so it was just like hobbling along because of that, as well as like it wasn't balanced anymore. And that's a whole thing that I had to like find a shop that'll fix it, hope that it's not the same thing or the same place that it happened last time it happened, because then it makes it harder. And it's a whole ordeal. Ford made a dumb decision with one of their engines for basics, but yeah, so like was gonna be driving a long ways, like multiple hours, and I end up like making it minutes before the car just dies. Like, it has to hobble down to like the next exit on the highway because like I was on the on-ramp when it happened, so like the whole highway's going at speed and I'm like at the minimum speed with hazards on, shaking down the road. So that was like not a great way. I was thankfully able to borrow another car, so like the weekend wasn't shot or anything because of that. And it was most frustrating because I had just changed the oil. Like, it's a problem completely unrelated to the oil, but I had just changed it, and now it's a whole other thing. Good luck with both your hunts. Alright, see you later, Hank. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Thanks for coming in with the raid and all that. Hope to see you again soon. I was at the car salon for... Yeah, so that was the first thing that happened, and yeah, that was like one of those, like... Basically had to drive it way longer than I really should have with it, like, thumping along to get it like off the highway and then back up to back to my house. Like it was a trip, so that was a whole ordeal. Sorry about that. You're just shocked by the number of times. You're all good, Armani. You're all good. Like I said, you know, you're new. And it's like it's not like posted anywhere too much, but yeah, you're all good. You are all good, man. It was shaking, and that wouldn't feel comfortable. No, it was not comfortable, and I'm gonna have to drive it again at least once to get it to a shop or something, because the fix is a little bit more than like I can do in my garage. Like I can work on my car, I can replace parts and stuff, but when it comes to like actually like fixing a piece, like fixing a solid piece that isn't just bolting something else onto it, especially when you're dealing with like the place where it happens and stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff where if you do something slightly wrong, like the engine's gone. It's not like limping along, it's just dead. So that's a whole problem. Can you jump it? No, I mean it starts and runs just fine. Like jumping would be a battery issue or an alternator issue. But no, that runs fine. It's literally just like cylinder 5 or cylinder 3 no longer, you know, cylinder 5. Yeah. No, it's 5. Sorry about that. Yeah, cylinder 5 just does not have compression, and it does not have ignition, and it does not have exhaust. Basically, there's just a hole into my engine in one place. So, yeah, it does not drive well. It throws check engine lights immediately because things aren't happening that should happen. It can shut itself down enough that it runs without, like, spraying gas into the engine, but it's still not a fun time. So, like, it's not like a, oh, I need to jump in and take it to shops. Like, it'll crank up and drive to the shop just fine. It's just, you're basically just, you have, like, a little air cannon in there that's just, like, pushing air out where it shouldn't be. It sounds stupid. Not a big car personally know the basics. Yeah, yeah, no, I totally get that. It's, like, not something you should ever really normally have to deal with. Basically, it's a piece that's at the top of the engine, and, like, there's a lot of pressure inside an engine because explosions and compression and stuff. And it just no longer handled the pressure because, like, the part was aluminum instead of steel or something, so it just, like, weakened over time and stripped out. The car's 17 years old, so I'm not too concerned. Yo, Grenji, what is up? Welcome to the stream. What am I playing on the right? On the right, we are playing Leafgreen in Japanese. Our computer broke last week right as you were about to come back to YouTube. No! Dude, that could not be worse timing, man. That's awful. I hope it's able to get sorted out. Yo, Sonic and Shadow Game, didn't miss anything, and you're new. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream and stuff. But the only thing you've really missed today would be us hitting 10,000 encounters on our Charmander hunt here, which is crazy. Seriously, welcome, Sonic. Indeed. Indeed. What games will you use to hunt shinies with the Poke Radar? Probably some Gen 4 and Gen 6. Don't know the specific games, and the thing is, I'm hopefully gonna have a Manaphy egg soon. So that'll be a hunt that kind of wipes my one, like, legitimate save in Platinum, and even though it's not really legitimate, it's just kind of there. So that's a thing. Getting a gaming computer instead of fixing your laptop is kind of junk. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. Shiny hunting too. Are you trying to get Shiny Rayquaza in your name? I said it right. Well, awesome. Awesome. I'm glad I said it right, and good luck on the Rayquaza. I love Shiny Rayquaza. I love all the Weather Trio with Shinies. Shiny Rayquaza is being shipped from Japan. Well, that's interesting. Got to sleep. Alright, see you later, Stream Egg. Yeah, see you later, man. Again, thank you for the raid, dude. I really do appreciate that. How do you get the Manaphy egg? I have Pokemon Ranger. I got a copy of it over the weekend, which is involved in the other, like, ridiculously crazy, I never thought would happen story of, like, car problems are just frustrating and they happen, especially when you have an old car. But, like, so the other story is Mel and I were hanging out. We went to GameStop just to kind of, like, you know, like, look around. Like, we got lunch and stuff, and it was like, hey, let's, you know, not, like, we're already out and about. Let's just, like, go do something, have fun, look around. And in general, I'll, like, check and see what games they have at GameStop or something. So we stop in at a GameStop, and we're looking around, and we hear, like, a customer get, like, start, like, getting loud and aggressive and rude towards the, like, dude behind the register. And the dude behind the register asks him to leave. And at that point, like, I take my phone out and, like, just kind of, like, start filming, like, as a, ooh, you know, what if, like, it gets, like, a crazy, like, shouting match or something, or whatnot. And instead of that, the dude pulls a gun on the cashier, and it's just like, oh! He didn't, like, point at anything, but he, like, pulled it out of his waistband. It's like, you know, if you call the cops or whatever, it's like, very much gesturing and insinuating, so, like, Mel and I leave the store immediately and call the police, but, like, and, like, somewhere in us, like, getting out of the way so he didn't see, like, us calling the police or whatever, if he did leave, like, you know, he got out or whatever, and then the cops come flying up, and it's like, it was just, and then we're like, stuck in a GameStop for 3 hours, because we're witnesses, and have to talk and stuff, but that was, like, that was not how I expected to spend my, my Sunday afternoon. Yeah, no, that was a interesting time, and especially, like, we just stick around because, like, give statements and stuff, as well as, like, I had video of him threatening the employee and of his face, so it's like, ah, that's I guess that's needed. So that was that was not how I expected my Sunday to go. It really sucks. I mean, ultimately, it ended up being okay. Like, ultimately, nothing happened to anyone. The dude left without any more of a scene than he had already caused. There were the cashiers, that guy, and his son, which is the weirdest part of this whole thing, is that he did this with his son there. And then Mel and I were in there, and I think one other customer was in there. So, like, there was not, it's not like it was some crowded place with, like, a massive line or something. So, like, there wasn't, like, a lot of, like, the 3 customers that were not part of the altercation were on the side of the store between the, like, register and the door. So I was able to just, like, nope, and get out before, like, anything, like, worse happened. But, no, so that, like, it was not the best situation, but it definitely could have ended up worse than it did. Ian's a hero. I mean, here, I recorded thinking I was gonna get some like funny video to send my friends, and I was like, oh no, this is not at all that. Whoops. If anything, it was gonna be like laughing at the situation more and being a bad person, but no, that was not what I expected to happen. So that was a time. I feel like that's not a good idea, Jacob. Like, in general, that's like just not a good idea. Back when you got Shiny Kyurem, you cut it into Beast Ball and had Modest Nature. Nice. Nice. I remember those, I just burst out laughing. Well, that's good. That could have ended way worse, but like... Now, let's see our living card review. Like, so at first, I didn't see like the actual... I just heard a threat, and like, Mel, like, saw the gun, and she was the one who was like, no, get out. And like, I heard that, and I was like, oh, maybe he's probably just bluffing or whatever. I don't know. Don't know why you would have that in a GameStop with your son there. So like, logically, like, it's probably not, but she's like, no, get out. And like, she walks out immediately, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna follow. Like, there's no reason to stay when that threat's made. But no, she apparently had actually like seen it, actually like pulled out, and like the dude who had it pulled on him confirmed it, and so that was a whole, like, oh yeah, so that was like actually it. And I was like, hey, I have like high quality video with some audio of the stuff. So I was like, huh. Yeah, no, that was not what I expected to do with my weekend. I'm gonna start making top 10s and trailer reactions on your dad's MacBook, so you're not hopeless. Hey, MacBook will be good for the editing and stuff. Mainly that, and I don't know. I'm in a weird relationship with MacBooks, personally, because I use one for work, and it's nice for that, like specifically for coding and like that kind of stuff, and like video editing is better on it, like that's proven and like known. But at least the ones, because we're using like the newer MacBooks at our office, like the only ports are Type-C, so they have to order like adapters for us to be able to use monitors. They have to order adapters for us to be able to use an external keyboard, because the keyboard on it's awful, and stuff like that. So it's a weird situation where it's like, it's good for the job, but it's also obnoxious for the job. Father of the Year? I know, right? Like, I don't know, it ended up being like, I don't know why exactly, but basically like, it was either like he tried to pay with like counterfeit bills, or he paid with like unusually large denominations, so like they just asked for an ID, and that's like what caused it to like raise the level of like profanity being said towards the cashier, and that's when like the cashier asked him to leave, and then like the cashier pulls out a phone, like the store's phone, like either to call management or whatever, and that's when the threat is made, and like it was a very quick escalation. And Charnel, thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Came to the stream. That would be unexpected to say the least. Telling the story, I am Mel. I did tell it, and we've been talking about it. I guess? I don't know. I don't know, Vanilla. It's like, I would assume so. Or for the two of them, or whatever, but like, I don't know. I was like, do what? He had like 2 games with them or whatever, and it's like, so I don't know, it was a time. It was a time, and it was not like at all what I expected to come from that weekend. It was weird, and it's kind of surreal to think about that as like actually even in a situation like that's a situation that happened, like that actually happened. It's not just something you heard about or whatever. You know, seeing like, you know, security cam footage posted online, or just seeing like an article about it or whatever, but like actually there. Shiny Dumpling is nice, Roxy, nice. Or I guess nice Alfredo. I saw you mention. I saw Roxy mention it first. But congrats, Alfredo. It's kind of like a dream now. Honestly, a little bit, yeah. Like, cause I don't know. We were talking afterwards, and like there's just like this adrenaline, like not like nerves or anything, but like in at least some kind of adrenaline rush, or like weird, like just not wanting to stop moving and kind of like like, the fight or flight took over and was still going strong at that point, you know? So, like, that was, so yeah, thinking back on it, it's already, like, weird to think about. Your younger self was such a trickster. We'll run out to your car, please. Our car was like on the other side of the parking lot, but yeah, we like basically got out of the store, ran behind the building, so if he did leave, after he threatened the guy because it looked like the guy was gonna call the cops, like, don't want to actually be calling the cops when he walks out, you know? So, like, we ran behind the building, it didn't get to our car, and just kind of stood there until, like, the cops came flying up, because it's like the most emergency an emergency can be in a lot of ways. It's just like, who dare? It happens, it happens. It's still interactions, well, at least while the stream's going on, it's whatever. And if people actually don't like it, then that's their thing. That's their, you know, that's their deal. It doesn't really matter to me. You know, if they don't like it and they move on, that's fine. Probably just there to make you notice. They happen. They happen. If people, like, legitimately don't like the stream, they can come in and think it's, like, just actual, like, me gonna be playing through 2 Pokemon games at once or whatever, and then it's not. I totally get that. Might have to go. That's all good, Vanillix. That's all good. Oh, the conference is starting. Yeah, yeah. Maybe because Charmander got over 10K. Someone was really banking on it happening in the 9,000s. So much they got angry at the Charmander and got angry at the stream. Right now, Julian, we'll see you later. That's like one of those things you look and go, oh, when did this happen? Huh, this is very amusing, or something like that. Oh, we've been out for an idea, so check DMs on Discord after stream, maybe. I'll check it out, Grungy. I'll check it out. Yeah, I can't check it right now, and I don't know. I'll be able to do it by, like, tomorrow, at least. I don't know if I'll get it tonight. How do you know if Charmander is not shiny locked? I mean, unless this is somehow a bootleg game, which, like, is from a, like, trusted seller, as well as, like, a seller that I trust, as well as, being complete in box, so it like, lines up that it is, like, legitimate. Unless that's the case, then this is not a shiny locked Pokemon. They didn't introduce shiny locks until, like, technically there's one in Gen 4, but it's avoidable, and there is one, like, unavoidable in Gen 5. That's about it. What conference? The Sony one's going on for E3. Keep getting confused and paralyzed when hunting what? Oh, for Chincha. Okay. Don't remember exactly how you got the Japanese Leafgreen, so was it cheaper than the English version? It was available from the seller. Like, it was at a convention, so it was, like, in person. It's not like I was looking online and finding these things or anything. Like, I just bought it from, like, a vendor at a convention that I've dealt with before. And, they specialize in importing games. Generally, they do have some English games and stuff with them, but, like, much less often. And Leafgreen's one of the games that they had. And yeah, just because they import the games, it was Japanese, so it was a pretty cheap, it was a pretty good deal for being complete in box and stuff in the first place, as well as just like it's the one that they had. I probably would have gotten an English one if that was the case, but no, they had them in Japanese. And complete in box, I like the Japanese like box shape way better too. Shiny Lost Ranges in Gen 3 with the Shadow Pokemon are real. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is true, but technically those can still be shiny, it's just sort of like double shiny, you know, so like, it is a lock, but it's not quite a lock. Gotta go, glad to see you again back tomorrow. Alright, see you later, Vanillix, man. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, let me know what you think of the conference going on. See how very convenient, I got your fire from GameStop randomly, nice! None of the GameStops that I've been to have had have had like Game Boy games in the past like years. Like the oldest stuff you can find is like early DS games. Jeez, I'm all over the place with these buttons. Nothing interesting so far. Ah. Gotcha. Miss Gale of Darkness is your favorite Pokemon game. Doing nostalgia. Cool. I need to play it. I didn't, like, never owned a GameCube or anything as a kid. And the one I'm using for my streams and stuff isn't even mine. But, yeah, so I never really got a chance to play any of those. In Coliseum, all non-Shadow Pokemon are Shiny Locked, and in XD, all Pokemon are Shiny Locked. Okay. Okay. I see now. So yeah, the lock is introduced there. But, like, if you're talking, like, the games on cartridges, like, yeah, the one we're playing, then I guess it's different. But yeah, I'll admit, no matter how much it gets mentioned in here, I always kind of forget that, like, you know, those games are, like, part of Gen 3. Like, they are legitimately Gen 3 games, and I always just kind of forget about them. The oldest thing you can find at a GameStop are the DS games, and anything associated with that time period, it's kind of sad. I mean, well, the thing is, it's more because Game Boy Advance games have almost gone up in value. Like, if the game's not destroyed, you know, like, if the like, label on it's not torn, and even if it is, depending on the game, like, they're almost classic games at this point in a way, or they're at least collectible again. It's not like going and finding a random, like, iCarly DS game in some GameStop case or something. And a lot of it also probably comes down to, up until recently, or up until, you know, it's still going up. Like, you can play those games on a modern system. Like a 3DS or a 2DS is a modern system, and it'll play DS games. So, like, you're already set. Why, like, there's still a demand for them high enough for GameStop to keep them. Yo, Mexican Track, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Saw Game Boy Color at St. Vincent's store just yesterday. I mean, they still exist and they're still around, but, like, a store like GameStop isn't gonna profit from, like, doing anything with Game Boys anymore. Old games are hard to find. Yeah, they can be now. They can be now. They like make a digital copy of for Coliseum and XD on some newer console. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome for them to do. If this Coliseum for Bravia isn't Jolly Nature soon, you're gonna rage. It'll happen soon. Adamant, considering how long you've been hunting this, is extremely tempting to keep. How long have you been going at it, Kashio? I still remember having 3 game stores that sell many things, including movies as well, but 2 of them closed and only 1 remains. I feel like where I am's in a similar boat too, where there's like not really like there are GameStops everywhere, but like as far as more local stores, the only one I think that's still around is one that focuses way more on like, you know, hosting Magic tournaments and all that stuff, like more than just like a game store. Or more than just like a video game store, but like an all kinds of game store. And then like, so on top of that, they also have the fact that like, they also have, what am I trying to say? Like, any kind of video game stuff they have is like, super, super expensive. Just because they know what they have, as opposed to like, a GameStop will sell something that they might just kind of sell as like, eh. You know, like, the odds are someone picking up a copy of, like, an original copy of Ranger now is probably more looking for something very specific than someone was, or than, like, most people going into a store like that. Like, they could probably mark the price up more than, like, what, $12, but they don't, because they just really don't know what it is, and stuff like that. So it's more those kind of lines where, like, GameStop doesn't care as much, but, like, a store that's selling it the local store that's selling that's also going to need to a lot more for profit and stuff. Like, if they want to actually maintain their store. It's been 3 weeks just trying to get Jolly Nature. Dang, that's insane. That's intense. The stream a little longer? No, I didn't start until 7:30, so we're going until 9:30. The stream times aren't perfectly, like, set. I have to have a little bit of leeway, because if something does come up and I have to do it before the stream starts, I just have to say 7:30 instead. You're excited about Forza Horizon 3, even though you don't have an Xbox and your dad does. He's getting one day. Nice. It's a male. You'll play through again soon and try for a female Jolly that run. This is your first run through of this game, so you mainly just wanted to beat it. Gotcha. One of those places was a dream store for you. But it's sort of closed. The store was called Game Exchange. Oh, cool. Beaten XD like 50 times, never played Coliseum though. I've never played either. I need to. I want to. Still showing Last of Us 2. I mean, if they announced that, yeah, they're going to spend a while on it. I mean, how long did Bethesda spend on Fallout 76 yesterday? Even though, like, personally, every extra thing that got mentioned made me kind of less excited about it, to be honest. But, like, they'll spend a while, especially when it's, like, they're one of their most popular franchises. They're definitely going to spend some time on that. Can you go Soul Silver first? Watch the turds out of that playthrough. We'd do a bunch of shiny hunts with that. That would definitely be a starter hunt thing. Like, you know, how could you pass that opportunity up? Dad's excited about the Spider-Man one. I need to, like, go back and pay attention and, like, get a recap on a lot of that at some point. I want Heart Gold. I want both of them for the collecting sake. But either of them would be nice. Just like either of these shinies would be nice. Best Gen 2 shiny for a starter is Cyndaquil. I'd have to agree there. But you can hunt all 3 of them at once in Heart Gold Soul Silver, so that's what I would do. I mean, I really wouldn't have any complaints about it. Had it, but lost it a couple years ago. No! Go for a shiny Lugia and Hello. We already have a Lugia. We already have a Lugia on here, but, nah. I'd definitely do those again. Like, the same way that I'm probably going to do the Kanto Legends again on Leafgreen at some point. Just because their odds are different. Like, we already have them on Usum, but may as well do it again. I'm gonna go. Alright, see you later, Jacob. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I hope to see you again soon. Still Last of Us 2. Yeah, no, dude, they're gonna be on it. They've been on it for maybe 5 minutes now. Yeah, it's... my stream might be over by the time they're done talking about Last of Us. Like, it's... I guarantee you, unless they have some, like, trick up their sleeve, The Last of Us is gonna be the most hyped part of their conference. Like, that is the ultimate thing for them. They're not releasing a new console. They released a PS4 Pro recently. Like, they're not releasing a new console anytime soon. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, like, so yeah, it'll be a little bit like that's gonna be the most hyped thing to come out of there today. So they're gonna roll on that one. Didn't like Last of Us 1, but you're not too hyped about 2. Why not, man? Why not? Will you ever hunt Sylveon Crystal? Yes, that is a planned hunt, actually. Not part of my Gen 2 hunting, like my Gen 2 Legendary hunting. It is mythical, so I'm using that technicality not to add it in at the end of it. But, yeah, it's on the list of things to do. I have a Crystal Virtual Console, and I'm playing through it so that I can get to the point where I can hunt Celebi finally. Like, that will be an exciting hunt. You prefer Soul Silver, but Ho is your favorite Legendary Pokemon. Any, like, what's the particular reasons behind the Soul Silver, like, liking Soul Silver more? Especially if, like, Ho-Oh is a... Especially if Ho-Oh is your favorite of those. Got tired of hearing it. I can get that. Sorry about the water sound now. Someone turned on a faucet somewhere. Yo, Eric! Sato, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Lugia kind of wrecked the Elite Four. You love Ho-Oh, but you know wreck. Understandable actually. Like, being able to just run through the Elite Four with a Legendary is pretty fun. So I get that. Design over, like, usage. I'm hoping this for they announce a new Uncharted game and new info on Spider-Man PS4. I'm gonna stick with my guns and say that, like, the hype thing's gonna be Last of Us 2. Like, that's really what they're rolling with on it. Without training, also the game case and front screen look cooler. There needs to be better Ho-Oh designs. Okay, I understand. Check once more, alright. Alright guys, we got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left in the stream for the day. So we'll see what we can get. We'll see if we get anything. Okay. Okay, yeah, but like you get it end game as opposed to like characters that are regular Pokemon your first time catching it. Nice. That's pretty solid. I know back when I was initially playing through Pokemon games, I kind of thought the Master Ball had to be used for legendaries, but also like I could not for the life of me catch like Articuno even in an Ultra Ball. Like it would not go in for me at all. Aw. Poor Twinkie. Poor Twinkie. They're not going to for a while though. It's not going to, unless they're almost done with it now. But like I said, that was gonna be like their big talking point, explaining what they've improved from single player, how whatever the engine updates are, multiplayer stuff, all that. It's gonna be the big thing of their conference. Even if any other like really hype thing gets announced. It's gonna be more of a, hey, look towards this in the distant future, not really a now thing. What about the shiny Eric? Looks like I almost know it. Alright. Oh man. Alright, I think we're gonna go until Suicune hits odds just because of how close that is to happening. So that's got a couple more encounters here. About 5 more, so we'll do one more Charmander and then our Bulbasaur. And we'll end on full odds, or on not full odds, but odds for Suicune here. You're back. Welcome back, Ash. Glad you can be here for the end. So you have one last Charmander here. Oh, what does the shock face mean? What does the shock face mean? Heard Uncharted? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Shiny water pupper needs to happen. We need to get the water beast here soon. All right, so time to get Bulbasaur set up because we didn't get Charmander today. We passed 10K, guys. We passed 10K on Charmander. I cannot believe that. It's just crazy. It's crazy that could happen. Let's get set up here. As we move in a little bit closer to the final encounter of the night. Alright, so one more Suicune. I didn't mean to nickname one Suicune here, and then we'll encounter the last two together. 52 past 10K. It's just gonna keep going, I guess. It's just gonna keep going. Hopefully something shines soon between the two of these. So how long have we been doing Suicune now? I know we've been doing Suicune for a while because of, like, the other issues and, like, you know, like being sick, not being able to stream for a week, stuff like that hasn't helped Suicune's hunt, but, like, it's still been going on for a good bit at this point. Well, here we go, encountering the final Suicune of the night, and encountering our Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is not a shiny, and neither is Suicune. So thank you guys, thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream, thank you to everyone that subscribed, and as always, a big thank you to everyone in chat, and a massive thank you to Stream Egg and his raid and everyone who came through with that. I will be back on hunting again tomorrow, guys, so until then, everyone, take care.